My name is Brian Pillman Jr., and you're watching the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel. Oh!
It's going down! This is Rasslin Rage! It's going down! This is Rasslin Rage! Scream it out loud! This is Rasslin Rage! Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade! It's going down! This is Rasslin Rage! We're doing now! This is Rasslin Rage! Scream it out loud! This is Rasslin Rage! Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade!
And now it's time for Wrestling Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
Bam. Yo, what's happening? I'm in like that weird spot where I gotta have one hand on that thing, one hand over here. Got all kinds of stuff going on. Flying solo tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little behind. I haven't been feeling good today, man. I apologize, guys. I wasn't feeling real good at all, to be truthfully honest. I almost decided not to do the show. However, the show must go on. Here I am. How you doing? Welcome to Rasslin Rage. Believe it or not, this is episode 99. Believe that, 99. Yeah, been doing it for 2 years. And here we are, rocking and rolling. I'm just doing some last minute things. You guys are kind of getting that, hey, what's happening? All right, so I see everybody in there. Chem Valley Wrestling, hey, what's happening? He says Electric Ely successful in his international debut against El Reverso. Shout out to Rasslin Rage for hooking us up with Ely. Yeah, good guy, man. Real good guy. And he's got that look. And I don't know if you've seen any pictures from which I'm going to talk about BCWA a little bit, but last night he did some cosplay. It was Halloween. He dressed up as John Cena. Good stuff. But check that out online. But, I'm your host. I'm flying solo tonight. No one with me here. I mean, I guess you can say Happy. Happy's over there hanging out. Hi, Happy. How you doing? I don't know if Josh is going to be in the chat. He's probably playing D&D. But hello, everybody out there. Dan, Zeke, PKSA, Mr. Rob Clooney in the house. Last week's guest. How you doing? Nice seeing you. Check out his book, Fast Cash. Here it is. Bam! Look at that. Check it out. You can get that on Amazon. And then if you look at the show, if you go to the show, last week's episode down in the description, you can find the link right to I think it's the Amazon store there for that one, for the digital copy. So good stuff. Welcome. Anyways, Rasslin Rage is brought to you by our sponsors, Happy Harper Ice Cream. That's Happy over there. And our brand new one, this guy over here. Well, these guys, DaVinci Tattoo. You can head on over to their location, which is at 3521 Pine Grove Avenue in Port Huron, or you can give them a call at 810-966-0100, because they're keeping it 100 when it comes to the tattoo game. That's right. They've done some of my work, one of the owners. So, head on over there, check them out. I highly recommend them. Scroll on down to the description and, right over there it is. If over this way, there's like a little button. If you're on your mobile, it's like a little arrow down. Click that thing, then it'll open it up. Down you go. In the description, you will find some good stuff. You will find good stuff. You will find WWE Shop. You will find Highspots. You will find a link to Happy Harper Ice Cream on Facebook. You will find a link to DaVinci Tattoo on Facebook. You will find all kinds of good stuff down there. Click on that and, check it out. You will also find a prowrestlingtees.com/Rasslin Rage link. But listen, before you head down there and you say, hey, I'm gonna scroll down, get myself a Rasslin Rage T-shirt, because they're the cool thing. Before you do that, I'm taking some pre-orders. I'm gonna order the shirts. Maybe you wear a 3XL and you don't want to pay the $250 or whatever it is, $150. Maybe you don't want to pay the $7.99 for shipping. You give me $20, I will order your shirts and you won't have to pay shipping or you won't have to pay the upcharge. on that. So let me know. Hit me up on Facebook. That's probably the best way. You could probably hit me up on Instagram too if you want. But, hit me up on there, and I already got 2. I got to get 7 in order to make the order. So let me know. Definitely going to be DBA friended you on Facebook. He's just, despite what everybody says, he's a really nice guy. Good stuff. So let me know about the t-shirts. Good stuff there. Please subscribe if you haven't already, of course. I mean, why are you here, right? Subscribe, smash the like, and maybe you don't like me. Smash the thumbs down. Maybe you do like me. You just want to mess with me. Go ahead. Don't care. It's all interaction. Please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. They're all at Rasslin Rage. Make sure you tune in next week because it's, 99. What comes next? 100, right? 100th episode of Rasslin Rage. 100. That's going to be awesome. We're going to be streaming live from PKSA Port Huron with guest hosts Master Weir, Josh Harper, and Danny Beals. And who knows who might stroll on in. And you never know. We might even have a live audience for this one. You just don't know. Anything happens on Rasslin Rage. Was it last week? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? Danny Beals and Skyjacker were on the show, and Master Weir showed up. Because, and that's just how things go. Taylor's done that. Master Taylor. Alex has done it. Alex showed up and super kicked me. Punk. Anyways, make sure you check into that. It's going to be a great episode for sure. If you're catching the replay on Facebook, which again, I've been slacking on uploading to Facebook, make sure you head on over to r2youtube.com and subscribe to Rasslin Rage. Rasslin Rage. That's right. So we're going to talk a little about BCWA. Stupid kid, no respect. I tell you. But we are going to talk a little bit about BCWA. So after this. Boom. Look at that. I forgot that I'm doing the one click thing now so that it works right. And whoops. Bam. Something to get used to. So Josh and I traveled to Wyandotte, Michigan for BCWA A Nightmare on 4th Street. It was at the Copeland Center, which, cool place. Like it. It's on 4th Street in Wyandotte. VIP was $15. And that got you in the door before everybody else, so general admission tickets were $10. If you had general admission tickets, you didn't get in until I don't know what time they let them in, but we got in first. Even though we had VIP, we just weren't able to get there in time to get front row because people were lined up because BCWA puts on a heck of a show, and that's for sure. So, good stuff. We still had a great time. We were in the second row, still had a great time. I usually don't sit second row, but hey, it is what it is. And I still had a blast. Josh did too. There was only one title change though. One, that's it. And that's right. My boy. That's right. The Dread King Logan. Oh, I am not worthy, right? Bow to the king, peasants. The Dread King Logan came out on top in the 6-person match because it's not a 6-man match because there was a lady, Heidi Katrina, which Mr. Alex there was talking a little schmack before the match, and I think he got knocked around a few times by the girl. So that's kind of funny. But he won, the Dread King Logan is now the BCWA Alliance Champion. That's awesome. Big shout out to him. That was the only, big title change. I will say that Justin Main was absolutely destroyed by Xana Bronner, the beast, the man, the myth, the legend. Good show, though. Had a blast. Orlando Christopher took on Frogun in the main event. Good show. But I will tell you this, the Dread King Logan can earn a spot for the BCWA Championship next month, November 16th. Now, let's see here. He's in a 30-man over-the-top battle royale, which guarantees the winner, of course, to Dread King Logan, a title match against whoever holds the title, which right now is Orlando Christopher. So that's going to be at the Copeland Center in Wyandotte. Tickets will be available on their website, gobcwa.com. Good stuff. I really did enjoy it. I definitely think you should check out BCWA if you haven't. Put on a great show, kid-friendly, family-friendly. You might hear a one or two slip here and there, but that's it. Good show. Highly recommend it. Go check them out. I'm definitely think you guys will enjoy it. And there's, Mysterious Movado's over there, man. Ken Cash. There's a bunch of guys. It's a really good show, and I really think you'll enjoy it. And I know Josh enjoyed it too. If he was here, he'd tell you. If he wasn't playing D&D, he'd tell you as well. Good stuff. But, before I get into all the rage, that's the portion of the show where we talk about, news and wonderful topics and things of sort. I want to talk about something that chaps my ass a little bit. And I posted about it on Facebook. And I'm not going to say names or anything like that, but man, people are going to disagree, and that's fine. That's life. That's how life goes. People disagree with you. And I don't know how you guys out there feel about this. Go ahead, throw it in the chat. Even if you disagree with me, cool, right? At least we can have a conversation about it. But people who show up to support their buddy, right? Okay, so you show up to the show, you support your buddy. That's cool. That's awesome that you did that. But then your buddy, maybe he's the second, maybe he's the third match, and then you leave. Man, that really chaps my ass. I don't know. Somebody did comment that, nobody owes anybody anything. And that's that. I agree with that. I agree. Nobody owes anybody anything. I'm not saying anybody owes anybody anything. I just think it's baloney that you show up to a show for 4 matches and then leave. Right. To beat the traffic. Stay for the show. It's like leaving a sporting event to beat the traffic. Yeah, it's stupid. You're not going to beat the traffic. Yeah. I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's everybody has their opinion, and some people are like, oh, whatever. And I get it. I think differently. Listen, I'm not a trained worker, so my opinion only counts so much, right? But you're tuning in and you're listening, and I think it's baloney. I've seen, and it wasn't just last night. Somebody did do that last night. However, I've seen it at other shows too, and I just think it's a bunch of crock. But that's enough of me complaining. That's probably about as much as complaint as you're going to get from me tonight, because again, like I said, I wasn't really feeling all that well, and I'm still not feeling all that well. I got a bit of a headache. So we're going to move on to the portion of the show that we call All the Rage. And in All the Rage, we talk about topics and things going on in the world of professional wrestling. It's going to be a good time. There's some interesting ones. I left something out tonight just because I got a headache. Here we go. Bam. And we're back. All the Rage. Yes, sir. All the Rage. So, what's an odd episode of Rasslin Rage without talking about AEW? We always talk about AEW because I'm not a big WWE guy, but they've applied for a trademark. Yep, a couple of them actually, but one of which is the Inner Circle. Those of you that know the Inner Circle, it's the faction now with Jericho at the helm or the lead or whatever. And they've also applied for the trademark Painmaker. Yep. Painmaker. That is the alter ego that Jericho has named himself, that he's been using since he left WWE. Even when he was in New Japan, he was using that alter ego. So, more money, more shirts, probably. I don't know if you heard that. The little one's going crazy upstairs. That's always a good thing. But I spoke a bit last week, I think it was, or maybe it was the week before. I can't remember. I spoke a little bit about WWE being interested in expanding their brand in Japan. They missed out on purchasing Stardom allegedly because there was nothing confirmed from WWE. But Stardom was purchased by New Japan, and they're saying that they're gonna make that a separate thing. They're gonna keep it their separate thing. Well, the reports are now that WWE is interested in purchasing Dragon Gate Japan. Man, this all comes from reports that WWE wants to expand their brand just like they did in the UK with NXT UK. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not, and the reason being is I don't think this is the only reason. There's more to it besides the brand and developing talent. There's more to it than just that. It's a business thing, and that's just my Christopher Eubanks, release WWE chairman now. For sure. I definitely, I think there's more to it. And I'm just not a big fan of that. I just the way that a lot of the Japanese wrestlers in WWE have been used over the years, I'm not a fan of. So even still, if it stayed in Japan and it was only in Japan, maybe, but I don't know. That's maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But regardless, everyone knows that I'm not big on it, so it is what it is. But I got to give credit where credit is due. WWE has surpassed the 50 million subscriber mark on YouTube. That's crazy. Maybe he wants to kill or XFL in Japan. Maybe, you never know. But 50 million subscribers. That's insane, man. I'm still trying to hit 500, which I'm only 5 away, by the way. 500. Hook me up, man. Share. I mean, I don't know. I think someone followed today, but I don't know. I think we're like 4 away. So 5 away, maybe. Who knows? But so please subscribe. 50 million. That's a lot. Wow. And, they're the largest wrestling organization in the world. Makes sense. That's insane. Do you remember Caitlyn? We talked about her a while ago. Maybe it was about a year ago, roughly, give or take a year ago, where she made a comeback to professional wrestling. Hello, how you doing? She made a comeback to professional wrestling. And, she's been working. She did a little bit of work in WWE, very, very slim. But she's been working the indies, and she debuted for Slam Force Africa, and she is now the champion, the women's champion. She's the inaugural women's champion for Slam Force Africa. That's pretty sweet. So more Japanese wrestlers coming to WWE like Kenta and Rainmaker because of Okada. Right. But if Okada was to come to WWE, do you think that they would use Okada properly? I mean, let's look at Nakamura. Kenta, he came and left, right? But now he's with the Bullet Club in New Japan. It's being reported that WWE is telling fans to cover up their AEW. Now, this is nothing new. It's been going on for a while, to my understanding, and it's only the people that are on the the camera side. So if you see the hard cam, if you're on that side where the cam can see you, they're asking you to turn your stuff around. Can't say that I don't blame them. It's a business thing. It's stupid, but it's business. That's what happens, right? For years, people. I mean, how many in the chat? Let's see right now. And there's only a few of you, but those of you that are in the chat, how many of you would like to see CM Punk come back? How many of you would like to see CM Punk come back to wrestling? Maybe not WWE or AEW or Impact or whatever, but how many of you would like to see CM Punk? Some of you probably don't. Some of you probably don't care. No. PKSA says no. PKSA says no, he does not want to see CM Punk back in wrestling. Well, there's a lot of people that are still hanging on a thread. Like, oh my God. And anytime anything ever I could care less if he comes back. But you know what? I get it. Maybe you guys are like that, but there are those people, and they're out there. You've seen them online. You've seen them in the groups. You've seen them on Twitter. Every time something happens with CM Punk, oh my God, CM Punk's coming back. Oh my God, he's on StarCast. Oh my God, he's going to come back. Oh my God. Oh my God. Right? Everybody, right? Not everybody, but most people, or a lot of people are, but they go nuts about it. And recently he did an interview with, let's see here, Barstool Sports, which there's they must have a network or something, Barstool Sports. And the name of the podcast is My Mom's Basement Podcast. Good, nice name, right? But anyways, he discussed coming back to wrestling, and he stated that he's always been open to it. But according to him, he hasn't been approached properly yet. And he did comment that it would take a big bag, meaning a big bag of money, for him to come back to WWE. It seems, though, if you read the article or you listen to it, that he talks like he's a little bit more open to AEW than he is WWE. But again, it's CM Punk, and you're going to have to sign some money there. I could care less if Vince McMahon will be farewell to WWE for 2020. All right, sweet. I could care less. Definitely. Now, I told you it's going to be a short show here, right? So we're already at the end of the show, but we're going to move to legit wrestling questions. That's where y'all can ask me some questions. Short show, right? 30 minutes already in. I could talk some more, but here we go. Legit wrestling questions. Ask me some questions if you got some. Booyah. So a lot of people don't care. The people in the live chat anyways, they don't really care much about the CM Punk coming back. I don't know. I never really was a big okay, yeah, I will do that. I'll have to do it tomorrow or something. But cool stuff. I'll have to figure something out. I gotta make something, man. But don't forget, we're filming Michigan Independent Weekly, our weekly episode where we talk about all the independents in the state of Michigan. This is our monthly. We do a episode every week, but this is the one where we go over everyone that we know. We show all the flyers. We talk about all the events in the state of Michigan. There is a bunch for November, so we're going to be there for a little bit. So, I got some stuff going on, but good. Going to be a great episode of Michigan Independent Weekly, so check that out. Going to be great. Don't forget, Master Weir there is talking about, the next episode of Rasslin Rage will be 100. The 100th episode of Rasslin Rage will be streaming live from PKSA Port Huron. It could be, I don't know, man. It'd be Master Weir, Josh, and Danny. The guys that are all in competition here with their how many times they host. But who knows who could mosey on in? You never know. You just never know. I don't even know. But I'm hoping some people just kind of mosey in. I don't even know about it. That's what I want. That'd be sweet. But check it out. That'll be next week, Sunday, the 10th, I believe it is. Or no. Yeah, the 3rd. Something like that. 2nd or 3rd. Anyways, I'm horrible with dates. Hey, Greg. What's up, man? How you doing, buddy? It is a great show. I would only want to see Punk versus Omega. I miss Rasslin Rage. Pre-order WWE and play as TJP. I'm crashing Rasslin Rage, he says. Well, you're going to have to do some drive. You got some driving to do there, Mr. Greg. Make sure this Wednesday at 10 a.m. you can catch my interview with Adam Wick, who is a rookie in Proving Ground, and his veteran is Master Alex Weir. I missed the lot. I'm bummed. I missed it. Well, it's a short. I haven't been feeling good today, man. So it's a bit of a short show. This is kind of where I wanted to get to with the show, is down to 30 to 45 minutes, and you're gonna start seeing Rasslin Rage is gonna start being a little bit more geared toward Michigan Independent, and not like going over basically. It's not going to be like weekly where we talk about ticket prices, where it's at, and all that other stuff. It's going to be more about talk like I did tonight, talking about the show, maybe some results, maybe throw in some promos, stuff like that. Definitely. What's the rush? What's the rush with the show of making it a half hour to 45 minutes? People's attention spans. That's what. just analytics and going off of YouTube and all that stuff. It's a smarter bet for me, and it makes more sense, and it's easier for me because I got a lot going on, man. There's a lot, and I don't feel good today. If I had a guest, we'd be here all night. Not so much the whole night, but you can check out that interview Wednesday at 10 a.m. with Adam Wick. That'll be on obviously you're here, but you can always just click R2 or type R2YouTube.com. I was actually doing it too. R2YouTube.com. And then Fridays, you never know if it's going to be an independent match. You don't know if it's going to be an interview. Like this Friday was DBA. I uploaded DBA, the interview, which there's a lot of people watching that one. Good stuff. My opinion, the folks who watch Rasslin Rage are indie fans primarily. And I would agree with that. And that's why we're going to start. Anybody that comes to Rasslin Rage, the channel, is more for the independent than anything. Because of Michigan Independent Weekly, because of the interviews. The interviews are the most watched thing on the channel. So that's honest to God truth. That's the interviews are the most watched thing on the channel. So that tells me that I need to start gearing the show more towards the indies, and that's what I'm going to do. And it's just slow and go in process. And I need more sponsors so I can go to more shows, so I can afford to go to more shows, so I can cover more shows, or people that I know that are at the shows can send me the information. Right. Exactly. Exactly. I always wanted to bring the show down under an hour. That's always been the plan, because if you look at, it's just understanding that most people lose interest after 7 minutes of anything. 15 minutes tops. So after 15 minutes, it's really hard to keep people around. And the people that watch after the 15 minutes are your diehards, right? So like you guys, for instance, that are still here after 33 minutes, or what does it say? Where are we at? 33. Yeah, 33 minutes. We got another one. Somebody just came in, but yeah, definitely a good time. But, hey, if you haven't checked out that interview with DBA, man, what an interview, huh? Probably one of the better ones I've done so far. There's some things I got to work on. 7 minutes of Beals is too much. If you don't know, I watch every one of my. Hey, Sean. Right, 2 hours. I couldn't do that. Hello, Sean. How you doing? From Florida, Sean Sisk, all the way from Florida. Hello, my man. You don't know Sean? Check him out, man. Dude's all over, man. He's living in Florida, but keeps a very big history on wrestling in Michigan. He's got a Facebook page. If you want to throw that information in the chat, please do, bro. I don't know if the chat's moderated to take out links. If it is, I'm sorry. It would be automatic. But if you want to throw that stuff in there, man, please do. But he does a lot of history things, posts a lot of flyers and articles and stuff from the old days, back during the old territory days, back with Chic, even before and after all that stuff. But good stuff. If I'm watching, I want longer. Michigan Wrestling Flashback Group. There it is. Yeah. There you go. Check it out. I definitely recommend it. Lots of good stuff. A lot of good things. Oh yeah, you're welcome, man. For sure. For sure. Always a good time. Always a good time. I like spreading the love. That's the thing. I was talking to DBA after we did that interview, and we were talking a little bit about the work that I've been doing with Heel Fan News, and vice versa, that we've been doing together. And he flew out to Vegas for Dee's wedding, and him and Dee, Dee's on Heel Fan News, and they were talking a little bit, and people were kind of talking about like how people thought that we should be bucking heads, and that's not going to get anybody anywhere. That it's not going to advance Rasslin Rage. It's not going to advance Heel Fan News. It's not going to advance Michigan Independent Wrestling. That's not going to do anything for anybody. So the only way that we need to, what we need to do is come together and work together for everybody. Not only for Rasslin Rage, not only for Heel Fan News, but also for Michigan Independent Wrestling and all of the organizations in Michigan. And truthfully, that's exactly what needs to be done. Is we all need to, help each other. And it goes back to a conversation that I had with Aquabra, Cyrus Satine. That man made, him and I have a lot of respect for Aquabra. I really do. And it was a conversation that him and I had, and it wasn't anything to do with Heel Fan News. It was just overall. And he kind of got in my head and changed how I thought about some things. So I appreciate that, bro. My agenda is to promote everyone. That is correct, sir. Who should book next from Michigan? Thinking Alex Weir would be. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Weaponized Master Alex Weir. He's even got ice cream up named after him now. And it's the name's like 700 miles long. So it's Moonsalt Mint. Weaponized Master something Moonsalt Mint, whatever. But he's got ice cream now. Happy Harper ice cream. Hey, don't forget, you can get Rasslin Rage T-shirts. I would tell you to go to prowrestlingtees.com/WrestlinRage. However, I am taking pre-orders. Tell me you want a T-shirt, you give me $20, and I will order your shirts. That means you will not have to pay shipping, and you will not have to pay the upcharge on a size. So let's say anything, I believe 2X and up, you have to pay more for. You won't have to pay that. So let me know. Send me a message on Facebook. You can send me a message on Instagram too. But hey, whatever. These guys are drawing. They're making me talk so that they draw at the show. They're doing it on purpose, punks. But I don't mind. I'm okay with it. Let's see. What does Sean say? Speaking of Satine, him down at the family in Florida, who would like to see spotlighted at the next Wild show in Michigan? Ooh, yeah. Heck yeah, I would. Always. I forgot. That's coming up. Is that December? I know. I seen you posted it too, Sean, too. That's like December 3rd. No, I'm so horrible with dates. Greg, I appreciate the love, man. I really do. But you see, you got one of the first run T-shirts. Now you got to get yourself a Rasslin Rage Pro Wrestling Tees shirt. See, same with Master Weir over there. He's got a couple of those. He's got to get a Pro Wrestling Tees one. All right, guys, listen. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight, even though it was a short show and no host, so it probably wasn't quite as entertaining. However, I think that we covered a lot. I want to give a big shout out to Happy Harper over there. There he is. Whoop, 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 whoop. There, Happy Harper, ice cream. I also want to give a shout out to DaVinchi Tattoo. DaVinchi Tattoo. All right, listen. They've done some of my work for sure. All right, head on over there in Port Huron. Address, I got to scroll back up. I think it's 3521 I'm going to have it memorized at 3521 Pine Grove Avenue. See, I'm going to have it memorized at some point. And you can give them a call at 810-966-0100 because I keep it 100. December 6th. I knew I was close. I was pretty close. Indy Star will left the Indy for now. Superstars. Okay. 100. That's right. Don't forget, next week, R2, youtube.com, Rasslin Rage, number 100. Guest host, Danny Beals, Master Weir, Mr. Josh Harper, the president and CEO of Happy Harper Ice Cream and leader of the Whiteboard Army. Bum, bum, bum. Also, the tune guy from Michigan Independent Weekly that makes Danny mad all the time. All right. December 6th in Livonia. All right, guys. You know who I am. I'm Cody. This is Rasslin Rage. I'll see you next week for 100. You guys have a great night, man. Thanks for joining me again. And somewhere here is an outro. Later.
It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Going down. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. We're doing now. This is Rasslin Rage.